Whoa, look at this place. Amy? Amy, are you here? I've looked around. I don't see her. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're all just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about. Promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Yay, varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles! We're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long you kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something. But why take it out on us? I know better than argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Crap. We need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. I want to talk to him first, though. Thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said, leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave. Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Crep, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Am I going to say this every time? Something's always sitting in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Come on, Tails, toss a snack at me. Kinda bland. Huh, seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe they're all unsalted. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible! What interesting tech. Uh-oh, should I frisk my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Oh my god. clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches? Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Oh, we got some drinks on the counter. One has maybe a lipstick stain on it. Wonder who that could have been from. Crap, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles is really thirsty? Crap, this one had lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Add the used cups to our inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. You sure? Nothing to see over here? Wow, we can check out the saloon door. I guess it just won't give us any clues. Huh, that's funny. The door's locked tight, we can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When were these doors locked and how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep this in mind. And, oh, we can click on another sign. Howdy partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Visit Coliseum Highway Zone. I'll lose it if that's actual foreshadowing to something in a future Sonic game, but it almost certainly isn't. Or maybe Coliseum Highway Zone is something from the IDW comics or will appear in the IDW comics. Breathtaking views. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. Wow, she's just like me for real. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. Alright, Nux. Thought I told you to leave me alone. Knuckles, Crep and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? Crap, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Oh, yeah, that is a pretty obvious one. The arcade machine? Huh. What makes you think I touched it? Well, this makes me think. We have to get 30 rings. Ooh, you can get 2 that are side by side if you're tricksy about it. I'm good at being a little tricksy. That was close. I just barely, like, recognized that I needed to get right in the middle there. I wonder how hard these are going to get. So far, I've been passing with flying colors, thankfully. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because the arcade cabinet is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? Well, I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it! Crep, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! Oh, this is not good for us. We don't have super speed, or a giant hammer, or the ability to fly, or the ability to glide, knuckled gloves of our own. Oh, I fell. Oh no. Ha! Now, Tails, get away from that arcade cabinet. Try again. I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed. Alright, I'll stop trying to do a funny bit while I'm doing the think segment. I'll just think instead. I don't particularly want to fall. Not again, you know. That first one, that was enough falling for me. So far, still pretty generous. It's just the actual, you know, timed platforming of it that got me. Is the Think minigame the kind of endless runner that our character plays on her phone? The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Dang, 5 letters for the high score table name. It's pretty extravagant. Now, let's see what we can extrapolate from this. Ultim, probably short for Ultimate Lifeform, probably Shadow. Bagel, candy, bread, apple, toast. I don't know, seem like all filler words to me. And then Vector is real obvious, but I don't really know what Nuck means. I don't know if anyone in the comments can help me with that one. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture's beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. We'll get there in a second. First, I have to use my brain. I have to get my brain activated. I have to use the only technology at my disposal. You have nothing. Zilch. Nada. Now leave, you two. Quick, Crep. Let's try this again. Now, I might be trying a little too hard to get multiple rings at the very edge there when they're all grouped up like that, but it's so, like, it's so intrinsically satisfying to get more rings than it seems like you should be able to. See, look at that. A new high score. I never picked up 49 rings in my life. Now, Crep, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? No. I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. I wasn't, don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. You're telling me. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. Oh. It's inconsequential. Not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left. The Knuckles destroyed the machine. It all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list. It doesn't make sense. Crep, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Wow, I can't believe that I actually noticed something that the game wanted me to notice later. All the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? You may not know, Crep, but there is someone here that goes by the title, the Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much at the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else left or locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No. I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems like we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library's the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Crep, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Crep! Coming! Alright, to the next room. Ready to mosey on down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards! I gotta say, still just adoring the character portrait art in this. Hang in there! Hang in there! Can I please have this as an actual poster I can buy? I'm hopeless. I'll buy so many Sonic things and put them on my walls and put them on shelves and stuff. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are. Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm, satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Crep and I are here to establish both your alibis. I just realized something terrifying. Please, God, tell me that I have been recording to... Okay, recording. 2 audio tracks. And let's check advanced audio properties. Yes. Oh, you can tell it's been a while since I've recorded. I didn't check this stuff before I started. I just gave myself a real fright. But everything's okay. My LP has been recording this whole time. Crep and I are here to establish both your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book up off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so we left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout...
How do I want to deliver this?
We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
Oh my god. I have too much professional integrity. I don't want to stop doing the Vector voice even though it's killing my throat. This is how it starts. This is how, 5 years from now I'll be able to do a voice that rough in my throat without a problem.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's where the train sped up! We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seemed Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you!
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Our alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post, and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Take a look at this brochure shelf that Rouge said no way at. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Crap, look at this! There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map added to our inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. That's very specific. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly safety because he's choosing the hard way. I'm really misreading this one. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this door. Or this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're already using as much supplementary material as they can to emphasize the new canon. I don't have a problem with this, to be clear. I just think it's funny. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle, who exists in canon still, to be clear, everyone. He'll tell you everything about the area, and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone has been everywhere, haven't they? Ooh, there's a single book that we can look at in the stack. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. We can check the trash again. Hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Crep, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Crep, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. Wow! She's just like me for real! In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Crep, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Alright, looks like the only other things to check are the door to the next room and Vector and Espio, so... Unless there's something I missed, we'll see. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock added to our inventory. Okay, well clearly there's still something to, Oh, there's some books that are on the floor that are really obvious I didn't look at. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up.
but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay, anything else? I wonder, oh, there's a there is a scroll over to a little more to the right button. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book tiles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop. Or, in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual, add to our inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Ooh. We have a choice between, who we're gonna do it. I'm gonna give my voice a rest for a little longer and do Espio first. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? This is some fun characterization for Espio, who does not usually get any characterization. But to be fair, I still haven't read too far into the IDW comics, so I don't know about how he's written there. Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh, wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot. Alright, let's interrogate. Oh, we interrogate them both. Aw, man, I should have spoken with Vector. That's okay. It makes sense that we interrogate them both, though.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Crep and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why'd you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy! I got bored! What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine and saloon car, so I figured I'd check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gather with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was! Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done! I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Crep, could you help me out? Alright, Crep, what book do we think Espio may have been reading? Well, we only have, one in our inventory.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument can you possibly have to support this?
Oh, that Vector voice was getting worse there. Oh, we've got a 4-wide now. That's scary. Look at how much farther I have to travel just to reach rings that are on screen. Oh no! That's what that means? It flashes red and then something flies through? Weird. Ooh, I'm getting a little, I'm cutting a little close, it feels. Or maybe not. This course was a little longer than I thought. We're fine. You know, I find it interesting that the coloring on Sonic there is very much like... See... Oh, wait, hold on. My computer's nightlight setting turned on already. So I was about to say, his colors looked a little more CMYK to me, as if, like, the colors were taken from one of the IDW covers, maybe. But that's only maybe the case. I'll look at this later. I've already forgotten, even though I played most of this session so far without my nightlight mode on, which, to be clear, is just a Windows 10 feature that dims blue light in the RGB color output, so that's you know, so you're not looking at blue light late into the evening. It makes it easier for you to fall asleep and stuff. It's softer on your eyes, etc., etc. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now! I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship could form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Crep, if you don't mind. Ooh, I think I know what the game is wanting of me, because I can... no, okay, hold on. Doesn't seem to mention how to drive the train, which would have been neat. We'll just note that down. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Oh. Okay. Can I actually look at this any more than this? Okay, well, let's pick a number. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. They didn't want to pay. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Crap, hit him with another one. Oh, okay. Which page do I choose? Oh, goodness. They're not the same choices as before. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Crep. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 16. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that! Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. but he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Oh. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Crep? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Crep, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading. But what? Shadow's lock, right? He's been through here. Shadow's lock. Please, pray tell. What does this do? What this has to do with anything? We're up, Crep. Let's get our argument together. Let's think. You know, I'm really causing myself some problems insisting on this Vector voice, so we're just gonna enjoy the fun upbeat tunes of this think section. This think piece of gameplay. Wow, just barely. I got hit a lot. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Oh god. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see... I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then, at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Crep, one that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back to the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah! I think I remember doing that!
I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't... Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I think the right path here is to defend Espio. I'm curious. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Probably as our library map, huh? Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. Oh, I also only just noticed that it's using the Sonic Adventure 1 jump sound. Ah! That wasn't good. Oh, I didn't go far enough to the left there. That's fine, we're well within winning range on this one. Wow, we're well above, actually. For some reason, I thought that said 65, so I was like, oh, we're good, I passed it. Turns out I kind of trounced it, so that's good. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked through this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Yeah, it seems like maybe this table? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this! When I returned for the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot!
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise. I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh? It seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give a mech! And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word!
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Crep, let's see what's next. Coming. Onwards to the next car. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Right, we're always getting a yes-no prompt for the next car. I just had to stop and think for a second if the game wanted me to look at something. The mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues.